Hi, Dr. Baptiste. It's AJ Hurst again. Thanks for taking my phone call today. It was nice talking with you. You seem like a real nice guy. I really love that you are so involved in your community and you're sponsoring all the school events and involved in some of the different meets and sponsoring. I saw the free throw, the half court shot thing that you were sponsoring. That's great. It really does engender good vibes from your community. Um, you know, I after we got off the phone, I kind of thought of a few things that I wanted to point out. I also said I would go back and do a little bit more research, see maybe some ways that we could improve what you are doing. You seem to feel pretty confident in what you're doing marketing wise. Sounds like it must be working for you. You're opening a new office. So, I definitely don't want to be trying to disrupt what you are doing and what's working, but I really feel like there's probably some ways, some small changes and maybe some big changes that could really complement what you're doing and just be an overall improvement, bring your costs down and give you better results and ultimately a better return on your investment. So here's your website, obviously. It's pretty nice. I like how it looks on desktop at least. There are a few things, even on desktop, where you come here and it's pretty clean, but generally with websites, we want to make it really, really, really easy for people to contact you. So we would want to have like a phone number up at the top and generally make it clickable. Not as important on desktop, more important on mobile, obviously, but still have a quick and easy way to contact you. I know you have the contact us, but honestly, people are so impatient when it comes to online. They want their answers and they want them now. So if they want to contact you, just the movement of clicking on another page to find that phone number, you're going to lose people. As well, you have a schedule your consultation, which I like that it's down here. It, kind of covers the whole page, but I would also have it up higher somewhere. And the real big thing that I wanted to point out to you, I have your website up on my phone. I don't know if you can see that at all, but if you just look it up on your phone, this video header, it won't play on mobile. So it's just a big black box that takes up, a third of the screen. Again, there's no clickable phone number. People should be able to go to your website and immediately just click the button, click the phone number, and be on the phone with you. And then, of course, the way mobile lays it out, the contact form is even further down the page. It's technically mobile friendly, but it's not a great user experience mobile. And the problem with that is nowadays, over half of all internet traffic is on mobile. People are just always using their cell phones, and you have to cater to that, or you will really be losing a lot of traffic and a lot of potential people calling in. I mean, that's kind of the gold standard, is to get people to actually call you. And if you don't make it super fast and easy, you'll lose them. Otherwise, I mean, it's a fairly nicely designed site. Doesn't look like it's from the 90s or anything, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. As far as your rankings and the traffic to your website, you're getting, you've been climbing, you've been improving the traffic to your site, up around 1,500 or so most recently, and that's all organic traffic, so people not clicking on paid ads. And very, very little traffic coming from any paid ads, but I'll talk about that in just a moment. The thing that I did want to show you is that when you look at branded versus unbranded traffic, so branded traffic is going to be people who already know you and they're just typing your name into Google and finding you, or even typing your URL in directly. That's great, and it's good that you are ranking well for your name. Of course, but even better is when you can be ranking for your services, for terms like, Invisalign Orlando, Braces Orlando, who's the best orthodontist in Orlando or near me. All those search terms will be bringing in new traffic to you, exposing you to a new audience. Just like your billboards, people who have never heard of you can be driving down the road and see your name. I think we'll skip that. So, your website's okay. I think we could probably improve some of the SEO on it. Actually, one other thing I wanted to show you is that your maps. Maps is a really important factor for getting good local traffic to come to your website. And you rank, this is just for Orlando Orthodontist, you rank fairly far down the maps listing. There can be several reasons for that, but there's ways that you can optimize those map listings. One of the ways is getting more reviews. Martin Orthodontics, 117 reviews, 4.9 stars, 40 for you and 4.6. People look at that and it will be a factor in their decision of who to go with. And then your other location was down here a little further, only 10 reviews. It is 5 stars though. So we can also work on that, some of the reputation and review management, making sure that you are getting more reviews and encouraging people to leave the best review possible. And then if there's a bad review, certainly responding to it as quickly as possible. All these things, people really look at that. I will mention as well that on your Facebook page, you have a bunch of reviews. I think it was 94 reviews and 4.9 stars. So that's great. Anywhere you can have good reviews that people are actually looking and researching is great. That's going to help people decide that you are the best and go with you. We talked a little bit about AdWords and Facebook ads, and you were not real hot on that idea. You said that you were doing some AdWords, which I'm seeing here. You have been. In fact, I think the most recent ad is here from February. This is a tool that just kind of compiles all the ads on the internet. And you are running some AdWords, not being done very well. There's a couple problems that I'm seeing here. Is number one, the destination that people are being sent to when they click on your ad is just your website. And for some of the reasons I mentioned before, you don't want to send people to your primary website because it's generally not set up to convert them to calling you or giving their contact information and becoming a patient. It's much better to send them to a specifically set up what we call a landing page, where it's designed to capture the person's information and really focus them in on the one most important thing, which is calling you or giving you their contact information. As well, in this ad, the other thing that really jumps out to me is that it's not a very good offer. There's really no offer. The only offer that I see is a free consultation, which is pretty much every orthodontist offers that. A lot of orthodontists will offer, $500 or $1,000 off, which is okay. But I think what's even better, I've seen convert better, is if you can mention your payment plans. A lot of people, they just think of like, oh, it's $5,000 to get braces, but they don't realize that they could do a much smaller down payment. They can do payment plans. There's care credit. There's different options out there. And when you can advertise that, people really take notice and think, oh my gosh, I could actually get braces started right away. So there's some issues here that I think would really kill your ads. What else was I going to show you? So there are some other people that are running AdWords in your area. Just doing a quick search. This is a tool that allows me to search as if I was in Orlando, because Google is very location specific. So I searched in, Carlisle Ortho and the Smile Design both came up. So they are advertising. These are still not really great. They're still not going to that landing page like I talked about. They still don't have a super great offer. Although they do say we accept many dental insurance plans and $500 off. So there's a little bit more being offered to the customer that can at least catch their attention. But there's still some improvement that could be done there. And then again, it shows that you're not really ranking in the map packs. which is these top 3 map listings, and those get a ton of the clicks. When people are searching, a lot of people will skip the ads, but some people will click on them if they have a good offer. Most of the time they're just not done very well, so people skip right past them. The majority of the clicks are going to go to the top 3 here and probably the top 1 or 2 here. So you're not really in either one of those spots. I would love to do some better SEO, see your site rank up there, and really start getting the majority and dominating those search terms. So, I just wanted to talk to you just a little bit about the paid ads. I don't want to convince you to stop doing anything that you're already doing, especially if it is working, whether your billboards or your community involvement, especially the community involvement, because that has rewards beyond just the monetary. But what I would love to propose to you is maybe taking some other online options and seeing how they can complement you and potentially do it at a much more efficient, cost-effective manner. I know that billboards are really expensive, and I'm sure that some of the billboards you have are probably costing you thousands and thousands of dollars, potentially per month. I don't know exactly what Orlando is like, but I know in other places it can be, a couple grand just to have one billboard. And I am really, really confident that both AdWords and Facebook ads could dramatically outperform billboards. And I know some of that's hard because you can't always quantify who's seen a billboard and how much that's affecting their buying decision. But I think it's pretty clear cut that there's more people looking at Facebook and Google than are looking at billboards driving down the road. As well, those billboards are stationary, so people have to drive by them. Facebook, you can hit them anywhere they are. You can adjust it. You can figure out you don't have any control over who drives by your billboard. When you're using Facebook and AdWords, you can control who sees your ad. And you can be tracking it and following people around. So if they have gone to your Facebook page, they've gone to your website, they've looked at your ad before, you can serve your ad up to just who you want. So if you want to serve it up to young moms, young adults, college age, middle age, whatever your target market may be, you can target those people very specifically. And when you're serving it up to just the right audience, it improves the performance and decreases costs. And I think it's wonderful. I think it's a much better way to spend your money. And what I would like to do, what I propose, is you seem like a forward-thinking guy, someone who is planning for the future. I've seen all the work you're putting into the school involvement and community involvement, and I'm sure that you had to hustle and work your tail off to get it to a point where it was actually paying off for you. I would propose that you take a flyer on me, and for the cost of, for the profit amount that you would get from one patient, which generally is around $2,000, is what I've found with most orthodontists. If you can let me use that amount of money, I will do a 3-week trial. And I think that that would be enough time for me to get you enough leads that you can contact them and see a real return on your investment. And if after 3 weeks you don't think it was a good enough investment, no harm, no foul. It's been a pretty minor risk. And in fact, I'll even guarantee that I can get you at least 25 leads, meaning phone calls or people giving you their contact information for you to follow up with. If you can't get those 25 leads, I'll refund your entire $2,000. So if that sounds like something you're game for, I'd love to talk with you more about how to get that started, and I'm sure you may have some questions, so feel free to hit me up. Yeah, I'll let you watch this video, and I will talk to you later. Thank you, sir.